man dies with a clean sword, I'll rape his fucking corpse!
Hi. Hope all things Evony are going well. The primary point of this video is to help with picking between Sonata and Spartacus. So, let's get that out of the way now. My advice is to pick both. Whoever shows up in the tavern first, pick them. Searching the tavern for specifically Sonata or Spartacus is a waste of gems. Don't waste gems in the tavern to get a specific monster rally joining general. You will need those gems to perfectly dismiss a full copy to get the fragments. Getting the fragments is more important, and remains, the most expensive part of getting a general's ascension done. It still costs 10,000 gems for a full copy to be converted to fragments. Some will argue that Spartacus is better because his gold book has monster march speed of 75%. The 75% monster march speed buff is not so significant that I would spend more gems in the tavern looking for Spartacus over Sanada, when you consider the following. Spartacus can take the march speed skill book, but cannot take the monster march speed skill book. Sonata can take both the march speed and monster march speed skill books. I will go over what skill books I plan to put on them shortly. March speed is a secondary reason for getting Spartacus or Sonata. The only reason anyone should do the Ascension for Sonata or Spartacus is A. Get help with stamina reduction, and B. Increase the double drop rate. My priority list when joining a rally is: first, stamina management; second, double drop rate; third, march speed. If you have no issues with stamina and double drop rate is your thing, then pick Baybars as the assistant. If march speed is your number one priority, then pick one of the march speed generals. Huok Bing or Seleucus. Given stamina management is the first item on my list, I want Nathaniel Green as the assistant. Set up rally joining generals with skill books in a standard way to avoid skill book gray out. This will allow any of the Sonata or Spartacus copies to combo with any Nathaniel Green. My skill book plan is as follows. For Nathaniel Green, Mounted Monster Defense, Mounted Monster Attack, and the Luck Skill Book. For Sonata, the March Speed Book, Monster March Speed Book, and Mounted Attack Book. For Spartacus, the March Speed Book, Mounted Attack Book, and Mounted Defense. Note: this is not the only way to place the skill books. And these are not the only books you can put. Customize your generals to fit your needs. Moving on. The 45% Mounted Monster Speed Book on Sonata is the way to close the gap created by the 75% speed advantage Spartacus has from his gold book. The 45% will not totally make up for it. It will just make things close enough. The buffs you want to pay attention to is stamina management and the double drop rate. At 8 stars, Sonata and Spartacus will give 10% stamina cost reduction and 10% buff towards the double drop rate. When you put Nathaniel Green as the assistant, add a level 4 luck skill book and a 5-star lucky dragon ring. These are the totals. The double drop rate will total 46%. The stamina reduction will total 35%. Take the time to look at the full stamina cost for monsters and do some quick calculations of the savings. That 35% is a huge stamina saving. Once you have your rally joining team, the gear selection is next. For March Speed gear you can make 3 different combinations. Option A. King's Bow and King's Boots. This is a budget set and not that expensive to make. From a 5-star King's Bow, you get 25% March Speed. From a 5-star King's Boot, you get 25% March Speed. For having 2 of 6 King's Gear parts, you get 15% March Speed. This set total March Speed is 65%. Option B. Dragon Bow, Dragon Boots, and any 2 parts King's Gear. This is a more expensive set than Option A. From a 5-star Dragon Bow, you get 40% March Speed. From a 5-star Dragon Boot, you get 27% March Speed. From the King's Gear 2-part set buff, you get 15% March Speed. This set total March Speed is 82%. I know this set can be modified to add monster debuff. I am not going over it here because of some information related to how Evony mechanics apply monster debuffs for rallies. Monster debuffs from a sub-city when there is a solo march is applied differently from monster debuffs from generals in a rally. Option C. AK-A Bow, AK-A Boots and any 2 parts King's Gear. This setup will give you the most March Speed from gear, but it is also the most expensive to craft. From a 5-star AK-A Bow, you get 45% March Speed. From a 5-star AK-A Boot, you get 34% March Speed. From the 2-part King's Gear set buffs you get 15% March Speed. This set total is 94%. No. I did not forget AK-A gear can upgrade to Parthian. I just do not think badges, gold and Forge Master certificates should be used on non-PvP gear. Do the upgrade for your sub-cities and wall general first. After all your PvP gear is done, do whatever you want. Last notes in regard to rally joining gear. Eventually you will want to craft a courageous dragon ring for every march speed set you own. A 5-star lucky dragon ring has 28% double items drop rate from monsters. You want to stack as much luck on your combo to max the number of items you get from every monster kill. A reminder, add the double drop skill book to one of the generals in the combo. Again, do not forget the luck skill book. I repeat this because players often forget it. A redo for skill books is very expensive. So, plan it out and get it right the first time. Last item for this part of the video. King's Gear is the only forge gear that has a 2-part set buff for march speed. If you pick option B or C, you must craft 2 parts of the King's Gear to add 15% march speed. Next is some info on march speed mechanics. Everyone should have a clear understanding of the difference between march speed and monster march speed for different situations. For monsters, the situations is either a solo march, a rally setter march, or a joining rally march. The buffs work the same for a solo march and the rally setter march. The person joining a rally will have a slightly different experience with these buffs. Here is why. Both march speed and monster march speed get activated when joining a rally. The difference is when the game mechanics apply the buff. March speed is applied in all situations. A. The time interval when your march travels to the rally setter's city to join the rally. B. The return trip time after the monster is hit. For a person joining a rally, these are the only time intervals that matter. The travel time toward the target monster, when the march leaves the rally setter's city, is based on the speed buffs of the rally setter. Everyone in the rally, even if you are faster than the rally setter, is limited by the rally setter's march speed buffs. Everyone will arrive to the monster at the same time because of this. The time back, after the monster is hit, is based on each individual city's buffs. This is why the green lines move at different speeds on the return trip. Now for monster march speed. A. When you hit the join button, the monster march speed buff is activated, but not applied. B. After the rally arrives to the target, when the rally ends, where the return trip starts, is when monster march speed is applied for the rally joining city. March speed to monsters is applied only on the return trip for rally joining cities. In other words, the return interval is the only time when march speed buffs and monster march speed buffs stack up for the rally joining city. Just to recap, the rally setter situation and the solo hit situation gets both the march speed buffs and monster march speed buffs from the moment the attack starts. The rally joiner situation is split. March speed is applied for the travel time from your city to the rally setter's city. On the return trip, the Evony mechanics will apply both the march speed and march speed to monsters, for the rally joiner city. Hope you have a full understanding of when march speed and march speed to monster are activated and when each is applied. Given this information, I have one rule for march speed gear. In every situation, with no hesitation, always pick march speed over monster march speed. I am making a long-term investment in march speed because of my parking location in the Alliance. I want my travel time from my city to any monster hunter to be 10 seconds or less. I can get to the monster rally setters on my side of the Alliance keep under 10 seconds. But I am at 11 seconds or more for the monster rally setters on the other side of the Alliance keep. So, the bow has march speed. The spear has monster march speed. The difference is not huge, and because march speed applies in all situations. Pick the bow march speed. Boots only have march speed. Nothing to evaluate here. The weapon and boots are the only gear parts that have refines for march speed or monster march speed. Same thinking here. Only keep the march speed buffs. Note. The refine percentage have the same upper limit. So, pick march speed over monster march speed because it applies in all situations. The exception. There is always an exception to any rule. For march speed versus monster march speed, the exception is found in your monarch gear. The courage horn has march speed. The justice horn has monster march speed. Make note that the monster march speed buff of the justice horn is 2 times the amount of the courage horn march speed at every equal level. Said another way, the justice horn buffs are twice the amount of the courage horn. At level 15 the courage horn is at 150%. At level 15 the justice horn is at 300%. From level 1 to level 15 the same 2 times ratio exists. This is the only place I recommend you pick the monster march speed. This buff will help your rally joining combo get back in time to catch the next wave of rallies. This is just how I picked between monster march speed and march speed buffs. If the return speed is the priority, then always pick monster march speed. If the travel time from your city to the rally setter is the priority, then always pick march speed. Customize the buffs for your rally joining combo to meet your needs. Before I get to the last topic, please do not forget to select Tutankhamun's dagger. Notice the difference between the top description and the bottom description. The Own to Activate list. This part of the buffs is always active even if you do not select the dagger. The rally setter and solo attack situation will have this applied. The bottom part, the used to activate buff. This buff is speed to monsters. When the dagger is selected, the rally setter and solo attack will have a faster time to the monster and back to the city. For the rally joiner, monster march speed helps on the return trip. So, before you start monster hunting or joining monster rallies, select this dagger. The last topic is, do you take Sonata and or Spartacus to 10 full stars? The answer to this question is, eventually. For a new rally joining city, from the tavern get 7 copies. Convert 6 copies to fragments. Get the main copy to 8 stars. Unlock the 10% stamina and 10% double drop rate. Having 8 stars is the main objective, after your presets are filled in. For a rally joiner situation, getting them to 10 stars will give some help with the march speed buff that comes from leadership. After hitting 500 on the leadership buffs from the cultivation list, you can add more to the percentage when you enhance a general. For every new star level, you will add a small amount to the cultivation buffs. The last way to add more to cultivation buffs is when you level up the general. The added percentage is not huge, but every bit counts. These are steps you take when you have time and collect more copies as you search the tavern for other generals. Just to be clear, getting Sonata or Spartacus is just for rally joining situations. Again, just for joining rallies. Before Purple Ascension, rally joining preset standard was Baybars as the lead general and Nathaniel Green as the assistant. After Purple Ascension, the new standard is having an 8-star version of either Sonata or Spartacus as the lead general and Green as the assistant. Removing Baybars does not mean I am selling him back to the tavern. I am keeping the best cultivated version of him, just in case Baybars is needed for a covenant. Evony is an ever-evolving game. Changes like this for other activities are coming. The next change I am looking forward to is the ascension of gathering generals like Lucy, Shimazu, Constance, and Gaius Marius. Okay, that is the end. Hope this information helps with your Evony journey. Please leave a comment, share this video with your friends, and hit the like button. Have a great Evony day.